Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. The Brahmo devotees also sang to the accompaniment of cymbals and drums. O Mother, how deep is thy love for men! Mindful of it, I weep for joy. Almost from the day of my birth, I have transgressed thine every law, and still you lookest on me with love, comforting me with sweet words. Mindful of it, I weep for joy. O Mother, the burden of thy love. How that devotee feels, you see. I have transgressed every law of yours. Still you love. You don't take that into consideration at all while looking at me. Only that my child, one awareness is there in you. I cannot repay the gratitude. O Mother, how deep is thy love for men. When you see the people, because all other living beings are driven by the nature where new karmas do not get acquired. No living being other than human are bound by the law of karma because of the absence of ego, I. I as a doership is not there in any of the living beings other than human. Human alone has I do, I enjoy, I possess, I know. That I is predominant. In others, nature runs, nature acts, nature is making them. It is instinctive. It is instinct kept by the nature. It is completely controlled. Nature is completely controlled by the nature. The nature of individual jivas is controlled by the Mother Nature, the Divine Mother. Divine Mother has nature. She is controlling all lives. So there is no ego nor intelligence which it can manipulate in this world. It has intelligence. It knows what to eat, what not to eat, how to build a beautiful nest. Varieties of nests you see. You will wonder how that one small fibers they pick up and can build such a beautiful nest. We will wonder in the birds, how they lay eggs, how they bring up the babies, going and searching for food, feeding the birds, their chicks, how they beautiful this nature you see. That nature, it is driven, but in human, that I is there. It manipulates. Intelligence is there which can manipulate. There it is instinct governed, nature governed. Nature is handling directly. Here ego is handling. So ego doership, enjoyership, knowership. This dog doesn't know that it should not bite. It is driven by its instinct. Here it is driven by raga, dvesha, attachments and aversions. That is driven by the nature. So there is no karma with respect to any living being other than human. human alone. But that's why he goes on doing, but mother's love covers it. It's men, he used the term. Oh mother, how deep is thy love for men? Love for men is covering. Mindful of it, I weep for joy. How you love us, I weep for joy. Almost from the day of my birth, I have transgressed thine every law. You want us to go in a particular way of evolution. I saw only neither others' welfare, nor nature's protection, nor of divine sacrifice. Only my enjoyments, my possessions, only I have sent down seeing, and I have transcribed in possessing, holding, and then enjoying. I had no limits. It was rushing forth. So I did not care for your law. Treat other as your own self. I never did. When I had 2 rotis and I knew other man is suffering, I did not give. When others were weeping, a drop of tear never came from my eye. I am supposed to be human, participating in their sukha dukkha, but I never bothered. All this we see, every step we are transcending the nature's law. Almost from day of my birth I have transgressed thine every law, and still thou lookest upon me with love. She doesn't consider at all. But she, oh, you are done, you will get the fruit and the fruit will come and go away. She sees something beyond. It's my child. Comforting me with sweet words. Don't worry, my child, I am there with you. One boy who used to come to Holy Mother when he was in his boyhood days and freely mix and pray to Mother, enjoy whatever prasad she gives. He will sit till the puja is over just for the sake of prasad and take the prasad and run away. He used to find great joy in those things, playing. As he started growing, his education and all demanded his parting from the village. He went to the Calcutta. Then there he got new friends who were worthless, who were on the wrong path. When he entered college, he lost his path. The thing a human should not do, he started doing, leading a dirty life, harming others for the sake of money, wealth, illegitimate enjoyments, possessions, this, that. All this drinking, all this he started. Then when he used to come to village, very rarely, years and years would pass. He would never visit Mother. Their family people and especially his mother used to weep, asking him to go to Holy Mother. He never used to go. Once, after long persistence, Mother was successful to bring that boy to that Holy Mother. And Holy Mother knew everything about him. Mother used to now and then come and weep. Then Holy Mother asks him, tells him to give up all those bad habits and pick up new life, have a new birth, new life. You will, now also you need not worry for whatever you have done. And I will assure you, you'll be a successful person in this world. He doesn't lift his head to see her face when she's talking. He doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to. Many times mother tells in various ways, his mind is not accepting because the addiction is so powerful that he doesn't listen to anybody's words. It's beyond control. Then last mother says, do you know, if you don't change your life, you are going to perish. You will fall into a great ditch from where you cannot come out. Then he lifts his eyes up and says, I know I'm going to fall in the ditch. But in ditch also, I am sure you will be there with me. See, the childhood samskaras, a few years of early life that he spent in the mother's company, mother used to take so much care of that child, give him whatever he needs, look after him. When he falls, she would treat. When he is hungry, she would feed. Though as if or more than her own child, she would look after. That hope, when people beat at home, no place to go, because mischief is common to all children. When they do mischief beyond limits, the parents beat them to chasten them. Then he would run to mother, and mother would safeguard him, protect him, console him, give him something and send. Those samskaras, now he has got the bad way, still that samskara is telling him, doesn't matter, even if you fall in the ditch, mother will be there with you in that ditch. That he freely expresses, I know I'm going to fall in the ditch, but I know also you'll be there with me there in the ditch to protect and save and console me there. What a faith and then mother hugs that boy with all pain within. Then he undergoes a transformation. Immediately understands what he is doing. He doesn't react to anything. Whatever mother gives, it silently eats and goes away with the mother. And within no time, mother sees he has separated from all his friends and living a different life. What others at home and the elders and mother also expected him to live such a life he started living. That faith, see, I have transgressed every law of thine, and still thou lookest on me with love. This is that love of the Divine Mother, comforting me with sweet words. Mindful of it, I weep with joy. O Mother, the burden of thy love, I am burdened with your love, is far too great for me to bear. The love you have poured, and I find it a huge burden of love, too great for me to bear. That's why the devotee is weeping for that. My soul gives a heart-piercing cry. My soul gives. My soul gives, independent of body, mind, feelings, feeling heart, everything aside. The soul, independent of all that is weeping, grieves a heart-piercing cry at thy love's touch. To thee I come, seeking a refuge at thy feet. This is what almost all saints, struggling in the sadhana, they see that Maya doesn't leave. They struggle. Last they'll see that only way is to surrender to divine. Their efforts, all their efforts, it overpowers. Maya is so powerful. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Mama Maya Duratyaya. She is impossible to cross over. Duratyaya. Mame vai prapadyanti, Maya mitam tarantiti. Those who surrender to me alone transcend this and go beyond. Transcend this Maya, go beyond the Maya. Maya cannot be conquered, but you can go beyond. That her jurisdiction, you cross over and go. So there you see that you are free totally. All saints have passed through. Last surrendering, and suddenly the door opens of perfection. To thee I come, seeking a refuge at thy feet. They again sang of the Divine Mother. They are Brahmo Samaj devotees who accept, who doesn't want to bow down to the Divine Mother on any form. How much of transformation Sri Ramakrishna. Break all the limitation that is limiting you. Open up. Embrace the whole world as yours. All paths leading to perfection. Try to understand. They all lead to the same goal. What you want to reject here? Everything is divine. They also singing on Divine Mother. They again sang of the Divine Mother. O Mother, thou my inner guide, ever awake within my heart, day and night, thou holdest me in thy lap. Why dost thou show such tenderness to this unworthy child of thine? It seems thou art mad with love, now caressing, now with strong grasp, holding me firm. Thou givest me to drink thy nectar, pouring in my ears thy words of love, tenderness, loving tenderness. Unceasing is thy love for me, a love that cannot see my faults. Whenever I am in danger, thou dost save me, Savior of sinners. I know the truth. I am my mother's and she is mine. Now I shall listen to her alone and follow the path of righteousness. Drinking the milk that flows from my mother's breasts, I shall be strong and sing with glory. Hail, O Mother, Brahman eternal. The Brahmos are singing their beautiful song on Divine Mother. Sri Ramakrishna, of his own, all paths were open to him. And he was born in Vaishnava tradition. His father is a follower of Rama. And you see that Shakta, God as Divine Mother, he holds on. And he goes to such a place. He used to play dramas, listen. As a small boy, he would run to hear the stories of Puranas. Some saintly persons are singing or explaining, and listen to them and learn it with so much concentration that he can visualize whenever he wants the whole scene. The explanation also. The people who are experts in telling stories, they present in such a way as if it is happening and you are seeing a video, audio visual. When you see an audio visual, how clear it is, and you can recollect it. In the same way, they used to, even in palaces, kings used to appoint such storytellers to bring up the small children. They go on telling the stories of their grandfathers, great-grandfathers, wars and this, that. They would be spirited. When enemies attack, how your father and great-grandfather fought, all that pictorially they will present. Just like we see the serial of Mahabharata or anything, pictorially. The whole thing was present. And sometimes they have to jump and beat the storyteller, thinking that they are his enemy. To that extent, clarity. Like that, the Sri Ramakrishna had the receptivity of recording, audio-visual recording. And he would clearly visualize and can represent, go and project it exactly the same words, which are most uncommon words of Puranas, that he used to use freely and enact. That enactment, you see, means how much it catches, how much clear his mind used to. And Puranic stories, so many stories he knew. Radha Krishna, Rama, Sita, Vishnu, those so many, almost all things he knows as if. All devatas he knows. What is manifestation? What is incarnation? He is incarnation of God. He is incarnation of God. Vatsya, Varaha, Narasimha, all these, so many stories he had heard. But he developed love for Divine Mother, and exact transformation, full manifestation happen when he comes to Dakshineshwar, sees the Divine Mother's image and has to worship it. There he comes intimate relationship with Divine Mother, and he presents Divine Mother, God as Divine Mother, God as Divine Mother. When you look upon God as Mother, we can look upon Him in any way. I can look upon Him as my brother, I can look upon my father, I can look upon my child as my child, any attitude. But Sri Ramakrishna introduces Divine Mother. Mother, you look upon God as Mother because of the total dependence a child has on anything happening. It doesn't have faith or confidence on any other person. Though very powerful and capable, it runs to its mother alone. He knows police people and this and that are much more stronger than his mother, but never goes to them. He runs, anything happens, he runs to Mother. And Mother, completely, 100% protection. If a tiger is attacking, she faces the tiger. Who is afraid of a cockroach, and she faces the tiger. That much of love, that much of care, that much of sacrifice, that much of concern. She is asleep, she is working somewhere. If child weeps, also she is worried. If doesn't weep, also she is worried. What happened to my child? It is not weeping. She runs and sees in the cradle how the child is there. That sacrifice of love and love, which doesn't see any defects, to see God as mother and total carefree support, did not bother about itself anymore. And this is the individual relationship. When it comes to the philosophical background, you will see there is no difference in power, Shakti. Whether it is Vaishnavi Shakti, or Shaivi Shakti, or Durga, or whatever form it may take, it has common, Shakti is common to all. It doesn't change. Like electricity, it may take the form of heat or cold in fridge. Light, it may get converted into light energy, but whole thing is one. There is no difference. Through bulb also same energy is manifesting. Through heater also same electricity is making the water heater. In refrigerator, in hot things, so on all things you will see the same energy. Same energy is manifesting as Shaiva energy, Shakta energy, as Vaishnavi Shakti. All Shakti is common, Shakti is same. Vishnu is different from Shiva because he is inward faced, the other is outward faced. But when you come into the another aspect of God, it is same. As energy, it is same. So one wherein all divinities unite, all divinities, the power of all you can say divinities or deities or various manifestations of God have the same power. As power, it is one. As form, it is many. So as God, many gods, same power is there. Same power, not similar power, not the similar magnitude, but it is same power in all. So he introduces God, to look upon God as one's own mother. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.